What's up, YouTube? Excited to be back today, as normal, with our next episode of AI-driven business daily live number 28. It's pretty cool to be at 28 episodes. We've almost got a full month under the belt. If you look at 30 days,
We do.
we have a full month for February now, so that's good. We can officially say we have a full month of content.
The shortest month of the year. We have
Yep.
the full month of the shortest month. Yes.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So excited to be back. We will be back tomorrow, I believe, 2:15, 3:15. So Friday, May 19th, 2:15 Central, 3:15 Eastern. Next week, we will probably have quite a few changes in terms of our availability, but we will let you all know as we go through the week. As normal, if you have any comments, questions, etc., post them in the chat, or if you're watching this recorded, post them down below. But as always, I will start with our summary of the prior episode. In the last episode of AI-Driven Business Daily Live, the hosts discussed their progress on LinkedIn and their excitement about staying up to date with AI advancements. They faced challenges with AI-generated summaries and prompts, but they continued to work on refining their content and providing feedback to the AI. They also explored new changes with ChatGPT, including the introduction of plugins and a web browser feature. The hosts discussed the potential of using Zapier integration with ChatGPT to automate tasks and generate responses to emails. They also highlighted various plugins available, such as Turo and OpenTable, which allow users to book services directly. Overall, the hosts expressed their enthusiasm about the new features and looked forward to experimenting further in future episodes. It was a perfect lead-in by ChatGPT.
I know. I was like, did you influence it somehow? Maybe not.
I didn't. No, this is just a one shot. I did
No,
it.
that's
You
awesome.
saw I was late to our starting time, so I just did it once, and it worked perfectly. So
That is brilliant.
yeah, it was actually
Love
before I even knew that we were going to talk more about the Zapier stuff
it. It
today.
is. It is. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and pull up the screen. Is there anything else that we
Yeah.
could have added or talked about before we do this? Or are we good?
No, I think we can just jump in here. So, and thank you, ChatGPT, for the excellent segue into Zapier.
Mm-hmm.
So, as we were as I was preparing for this, I thought, oh, how I knew I had a Zapier account from a long time ago, and I thought, "Oh, I can dust it off and see if I can get everything connected up." It took me about 5 minutes to dust off my Zapier account, connect ChatGPT and my company Gmail account in together into Zapier, and to have an email come in and have that email triggering a conversation in ChatGPT. So I was more than a little excited that this took 5 minutes or less to get it all set up. Now, granted, I already had a Zapier account, and I'm not quite done, but as I was going through it, I thought, okay, we need to show people how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to show you a little bit of the details, and I do have an email, and it's a cold email from somebody that I will show you this working with. But basically, I did the Gmail, I connected Gmail, and then the event that I did was a new email. So I could have done new threads, new start email, new labeled email. So this is all just kind of the options within Zapier. And then that's my account. Feel free to email me, everyone and all. That's a joke. I get plenty of spam anyway. And then the trigger is basically anything that shows up in my inbox. And then here's the test email that it grabbed. And so this, like I said, this is a kind of a unsolicited. I shouldn't say unsolicited. Yeah, I think it was unsolicited spam email
Mm-hmm.
or cold email. And so basically, you then you connect ChatGPT. You have to be, actually, I don't know. So you have to, excuse me, I'm getting emotional. You have to have an API key to ChatGPT, which I think you have to be a Plus member to create an API key. I can't remember. I was
Yeah.
a Plus member, then I created an API key. Regardless, you have
Well,
to have an API key.
you need to be a Plus member to even have access to plugins anyway. So,
Okay. So it's funny because I didn't configure any of this in ChatGPT. I did it all in Zapier,
okay.
which is fascinating.
Yeah.
Um, so anyway, that is that aside, there's really only one event, and that's to create a conversation. The action that I took is basically, and I wasn't quite sure what to put for user message, the most recent message the assistant responds to. I don't, yeah, I don't quite know what that was. So I just put the subject in there, put my name. You can name the assistant whatever you want. I named it email GPT. And then basically the instruction was please review the message and create a draft response for me to review from subject body. And you have a lot of different options. You can choose the HTML body. You can, put attachments in there, reply to email, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. The model, it doesn't support GPT-4 via API, which is fine. I think I basically had the option of GPT 3.5 Turbo and 3.5 Turbo 0301, so I just left it at whatever it was. The temperature, um, so temperature and top P, I basically just left alone. You can set them between temperature between 0 and 2, top P. Yeah, I will be honest in saying I have no idea what these things mean, but when it says things like nucleus sampling, yeah, I just keep scrolling. So I'm gonna keep scrolling on that one. Um, the other thing that I did for memory key, it provided this unique value will allow the assistant to continue a conversation from previous messages. Use something that will change over the course of a conversation, like a user's email address. So emails, believe it or not, have a unique identifier, and that's what this ID is. And so I use that ID. It should likely work. And then here's our test. So the data was sent, and you can see 14 minutes ago. So it was literally right before we started the call. And and now, few things. This is not actually the response that I would like. I would probably be like, I would either just send it to spam or send it to my archive, whatever. But I love the fact that it read the entire context. Thanks for reaching out and sharing information about Thrive Commerce. I'm definitely interested in exploring ways to maximize our potential impact, blah, blah, blah. Like to learn more. Would you be available for a call? Yada, yada, yada. So really, really good stuff. Oh, there's the history. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Anyway, I was super impressed. And so, and then I was like, why didn't it create a draft? Well, and Jimmy reminded me because you didn't tell it to, which, yeah, that happens. So I'm going to go event. So I'm going to go to Gmail event, create draft. And then I think that is it. Or maybe I have to do a create draft response. Create draft reply. Duh. There we go. Continue. If you're using Gmail trigger for the Zap, we recommend it only triggering off of inbox. Sounds good. For new email matching search, got it. Label inbox. That is good. And
thread is required.
And so I think I think I really kind of want to just let this thing run for a little while and see what happens, but that's probably not the right thing to do. But I think it would be fun to let it run. So let me see if in here, if we can find, now let me go because I should have, maybe it was in here. Yeah, in here. So I think I'm passing the, oh my. Raw thread ID. There we go. Thread ID. So how do I get that back? Let me at least put it in there, and then we can maybe get it back out. Maybe. So, I think, yep, I think this will get us there. Thread ID. Ta-da!
You don't have to enter that if you don't want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good point. From body text plane. I really look forward to something else being able to respond to all my messages. That is beautiful. Signature no, label mailbox, draft. Maybe I don't need that. Attachment's good. Continue. Oh my goodness.
See what
This
happens.
might be so exciting.
Sent a Gmail about 1 second ago.
All right, I have to find my email.
Did it work?
I've never been more proud of you in my life, ChatGPT.
Wow.
So here's the email. Sorry, Leonard. I hope some people buy Thrive Commerce, whatever that is. But yeah, there it is.
Wow.
And so obviously I can, respond with other things. So I can put his email into the to line and
Yeah,
all of those sort of things. But that's pretty powerful.
it is.
And I'm, yeah,
Can you
I'm
publish it and
I'm
see if
not.
it does it again, like automatically and does it correctly?
Yeah, let me do. I have to come back in here, publish.
Okay. You need a paid plan.
That's okay. You won't be charged today. You have a
Took
week.
it off screen.
Everybody needs my credit card number.
Just let me know when I should add it back.
Oh, you can, I changed to.
Okay. Go.
Where are you?
This is AI-driven business thing. Don't miss out on this
Yeah.
exciting journey.
So actually, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is super interesting. I act as a LinkedIn influencer in the AI space. Create a LinkedIn post directing people to watch this YouTube live, encouraging people to watch this video. Okay.
That's good.
Include a bullet point summary of what they will see, hear, and learn.
Mm-hmm.
So the only problem is, do you remember when your summary didn't pick up on the Stanford thing?
Yeah.
I'll let you read that.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
whoops, my
funny.
bad.
Stanford graduates. It doesn't
Yes,
say Stanford University. It could be Stanford, whatever we want it to be.
that's a good point. We went to Stanford nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, have I been to Stanford? I've been to Carnegie Mellon and I've been to Harvard. I physically have gone to the campuses
Okay.
just because I happen to be in Pittsburgh and Boston.
Yeah.
And why not?
We could be like
yeah,
Stanford students and just watch a Stanford thing online once or twice, and then we're a student.
we might be stretching the facts.
We might
Just maybe. Just
might be
maybe.
boarding ethical problems. But.
Slightly, yeah. All right, let me give him this credit card entered in here. You just paste your credit card on screen. That'd be great, Jim. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's pretty exciting. I want to just see if it'll work on multiple emails for you right away. And then if it does, sweet.
I think it will.
I didn't know if it would
Yeah.
just attach all the responses to that particular thread ID or what. So
Oh, I gotcha.
that's what I was
Okay.
concerned about.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I have to enter a whole bunch of information. Okay.
Learning about tools like refunddashboard.com. It's replan dashboard.
Yeah, did you like that? I know. I was like, how did he even get refund
I
dashboard?
know. It's not a bad website title though, or domain name.
Refund dashboard. I wonder oh yes. All right, let me try to publish this. Now it's gonna say you have to upgrade, but now I have a credit card and file. Or maybe it'll just let me.
See if this will work. If it all goes to one thread, Leonardo is going to be getting a lot of emails.
Thankfully, well, and that's why I said draft a response.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, back to Zap. All right. Did you publish it now, or do I have to publish it again? All right. It's really ready to publish it this time. Your Zap is on.
Okay.
Okay. So
is it going to be new emails though that come through? I assume.
And that's what.
Here, I'll send you one, Greg. Goes to
what I wanted to see.
Let's see. New business venture. Greg loves to get your thoughts on my YouTube channel at Ask Smith and my business.
I'm gonna.
I sent you an email.
All right.
It's completely made up. Well, not really, but I didn't send you anything with like some substance. I should have sent, hey, Greg, what are your thoughts on the economic impact of COVID-19 in the last 2
Let me get warmed up
and see what ChatGPT did. I don't know how fast Zaps work. I mean, I haven't done them in a long time.
I have not either. That's why I'm like, how likely am I to, and I don't know if I can tell how.
Details or history.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay. Nothing yet.
Okay. All right. Did
my email
I
come
can
through?
just run it. Yeah, I do see your email.
Okay.
I can run it, but I want it to just. Well, no, I mean I can run it, like cause it to execute right away, but I don't want to.
Yeah, task usage and Zap runs, maybe that.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. There's 2.
Let's see. Oh boy.
Hey, there it is. There's me.
There's me. It's me.
Uh-huh.
And
Did it respond? Did it do it?
yep.
How did it do?
Hang on.
Okay.
So
All
here's
right.
Jimmy's. Hey Greg, would love to get your thoughts, blah blah blah, in my new business for legends. When will you have time? Thanks for reaching out. I'd love to check out your YouTube channel, hear about your new business venture. Can you give me a little more information about the nature of the business? Please let me know when would be a good time for us to chat and discuss further. Best regards.
That's good. Now send it back. Let me. Does it pick up responses? So
Oh
send it
yeah.
to me and I'll
Oh,
respond.
sorry. I gotta Jimmy. Hang on, let me
Can you just respond to it?
well, kind of. It it's already drafted the response,
Um,
but because I didn't
got
tell
it.
it, yeah.
Okay.
So because I didn't tell it who you were,
Yeah.
but before you respond, let me let me go here and edit this guy. And why? I don't know how to. You can see that like this isn't there's nothing up my sleeve because I have no idea how to use this system. Uh, how do I view an editor? Duh, the big giant button. All right, I want this to action. I want this to be reply to. Yep, reply to email. And I could do the from email, but yeah, that'll be good. Oh no, there is no reply to in this one. So let me just do the from email. I think if I can find it. From email, there we go. So from email, did that in my response, did it have the same subject and everything? I mean,
Yes, it
it
just came
had
back in
to.
the thread.
Okay. We'll make it HTML body, assistant message, signature. I was gonna choose a signature of you remember when iPhones first came out and everybody was using the native app and they'd have like sent from my iPhone as their signature?
Huh?
Maybe you don't remember that.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So I was gonna have it say drafted by ChatGPT in my, which I think I actually would add that so people understood that if it seemed stupid that uh, yeah, G2 seems good.
All right. Well,
All
I'm ready
right.
to send the response, but you wanted me to wait, so I want to.
Yeah, thank you. I think we are good. Yeah, we're good. Go ahead and send away.
All right. Sent.
All right. Let me check this out. All right, I got your email. Uh, I got your email. I'm just imagining a. So one thing, and I ran into this yesterday. There were a whole bunch of people on a thread, and we were trying to find time to schedule. And I was in a whole bunch of meetings back to back, and I didn't have a chance to respond. And then once I did, I was on my phone trying to look at my calendar and look at what time and do time zone
Mhm.
math. And I'm like, and I have a calendar link thing that's just like, hey, you can see my calendar here
Mhm.
and book time. And I was like, oh man, if somebody was asking for time, it would be neat to be able to just say, here you go. Here it
Right.
is.
I think that's why I did that. I wanted to see what it what it came back with
If it
the
was,
draft.
yeah.
Whenever I was like, "Does this time work for you?" But I also asked it a bunch of questions to see how it would draft it. I think you could add other
Oh,
Zaps in here, right? So if it contains calendar
yeah.
stuff, then Zapier could send calendar
Yep.
availability to ChatGPT, and
Hmm.
but that gets real detailed. That's why they have specialists for building custom Zaps for people.
True.
Um,
Where was I? That must have been the dashboard. Again, I am proving
History.
my lack of. No, I think this is the version
Is
history.
that the one right there? 145? Yeah.
Yeah, it must be.
Let's see. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
So now here's the data out.
Uh-huh.
Um,
That was from me.
oh, that's from you. Okay. So now let me refresh. I do have a draft. Interesting. So I changed it to an HTML response,
Oh, okay.
and it is kind of squished together.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing more about your YouTube channel and Legends business. Sounds like you have a lot of valuable content and knowledge to offer for people looking to grow their income streams. In terms of promoting your Legends, sorry, let's read what you sent first. So Jimmy said, "Awesome, thank you so much. My YouTube channel is designed for people looking to grow their income streams through side hustles, e-commerce, artificial intelligence, Amazon FBA, and other business building topics. Legends is the place for sellers to go to learn from other advanced Amazon and e-commerce sellers. Tons of amazing content and networking. How can I best integrate the two? Any suggestions for promoting my Legends business on my YouTube channel? I'm free tomorrow at 2:15. Ah, you got me. 2:15 p.m. CST if you are. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy, thanks for sharing more, blah, blah, blah. In terms of promoting your Legends business on your YouTube channel, I would suggest creating some dedicated content that showcases what Legends has to offer and how it can benefit Amazon and e-commerce sellers. You can do a video interview with some Legends sellers or do a behind-the-scenes tour of the platform itself. I'm avail- I'm available tomorrow at 2:15 p.m. CST to chat and discuss further. Let me know if that works for you. We can schedule a call.
I mean, all in all,
Fascinating.
that's really good response. Like, I would not know that this was done by AI. I would have thought that was
I
a response
know.
from you. Now, the 2:15, obviously, I chose that because we've got a call tomorrow at 2:15.
Right. That's why I was like, I'm like, that was oddly specific when we
Yeah.
have our call tomorrow. Yes.
Right.
So
That's why it's a
what
draft, though.
exactly. And this is like I think I will leave this on and let it run.
Can I
And
ask
look
it? You just respond. I
right.
want to ask it that
Okay.
crazy question to see what it does. Since ChatGPT isn't updated after 2021, I want to see what it says if I'm like, hey, in
Oh,
2022 or something, since it's not going to
I
just
love it.
access the internet. So we're going to
Yeah.
go right up to the top of the hour. For anybody
We,
watching, we are building email responses with Zaps and ChatGPT. Okay, I'm just going to say perfect. Talk to you then. Also, question. Let me craft a good question, and then you can read it whenever it comes through. The goodness, what was an event that happened in 2022? Oh, let's go with this. Okay, what are your thoughts on the coronation of the king?
oh,
Here, get it political. I'm not even going to say where it is. I'm just going to say coronation of the king this year. Specifically.
it's so interesting. So the thing that I can't wait for, because and you've probably experienced this, these huge threads, like email threads. And I mean, if you can imagine throwing that into ChatGPT and having it be able to evaluate and then respond with something meaningful and reasonable and whatever else. crazy, crazy, crazy. And now I will also add into all of this. Well, your mileage may vary, and obviously Jimmy and I are testing right now. There's definitely, so it becomes weird when you have people who are sending you email, they may consider some of the content of the email to be sensitive or whatever. And now that email with really without their uh without their knowledge is being sent to ChatGPT. And I guess like there's part of me that says, ooh, that might feel uncomfortable. But then there's another part of me that says that's life and
Yeah.
that it's probably happening more than anybody even knows.
Greg, this is
And
a fun
so,
one. Sorry. Yeah, I'm
what's that?
excited to see. I said this is a fun one to me, just to see what ChatGPT does with this deep question.
So,
You can show it. All right.
Jimmy,
Perfect.
Jimmy
Talk to you
sent
then.
this one. Yep.
Also, quick question. What are your thoughts on the coronation of the king this year? Who was it again? Lastly, how does that honor to the coronation relate to how we should view our honor for God as our ultimate leader based on your biblical knowledge? I heard somebody
I
the other day
cannot
say
wait.
it's crazy that, or it's crazy to think that with the king being coronated, like we could never touch or ever talk to the king, right? However, we have the right through Christ's life, death, and resurrection to be able to pray to God and come before him and his throne every day whenever we want to. And so I thought that was a very cool
That
perspective.
is a very interesting,
Whenever you,
yeah.
yeah, look at it from the worldly perspective.
I
But
love it.
that's
And
why I
and
wanted
I
to keep.
love this question because it's like, how will it respond?
Mhm.
And I think the other thing that I'm interested in is, and I don't know how to get back to that other screen. It's
There's
not
a part of me
transferred.
that thinks it'll say, I don't remember who it was. I should probably check it out, but and then it'll give me an answer. It'll like give me a non-answer answer to
Yeah,
certain things.
that would be, it's gonna be so interesting to see how it,
Mhm.
oh,
Oh,
there
very
we go.
cool.
That's it, right?
Yeah, but they might have gotten another email too that came through. But yeah, that's probably the
That's
one.
true.
I'm gonna have to get out of it.
Right. Let me, oh, there we go.
Come on, holding us in suspense, Greg.
I'm sorry,
And,
it's too funny.
you want me to read it?
It's,
Oh
yes.
no. Okay. All right. Hi, Jimmy. I'm sorry. It seems like you may have sent your message to the wrong person. My previous message was regarding your YouTube channel and the Legends business. Unfortunately, I don't have any thoughts on the coronation of the king or any relevant biblical knowledge to share with you. Please let me know if you have any further questions. All right. I'm just really curious what it's going to say to this. So I'm going to send it in a separate
Hang on.
email.
Okay, got it. Got it. So I'm gonna send that one, and yeah, go ahead, and I wanna change it back to, I wasn't enjoying the HTML body. I kind of
Okay.
liked the plain text better, but yeah.
All right. I'm going to send this. Should I wait?
Uh, mm, yeah, yeah. Give me just, yep, perfect. Go for it.
Send. All right. It was sent.
And this is the reality. I don't think we're very far from an AI having all of the context,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, and then
I agree.
suddenly we're not like drafting email responses,
Mm-hmm.
we're just reviewing.
Yep.
Hmm,
Pretty crazy.
it is. The thing that I think is even crazier is I started setting this up less than an hour ago.
Yeah, it's true.
And I mean,
I
in
really,
in less than 1 hour.
I really also want to send it like a personal question and see how it responds. Like, hey, Greg, what do you think of my girlfriend? Just, you know,
Do
like,
it, do it, do it,
yeah,
do it. Yeah, totally.
like that.
Because I mean, this is like that's life, right? I mean,
Yeah.
this is how these are the things that and Lauren, I think you're lovely. Just for the record, I gotta put that out there. I can't wait. Jimmy's gonna be like, "Look what Greg said about you." She'll be like, "What? How did you end up having this conversation? Why? What is happening?" Come on, Zap runs. All right, there's one that ran. Oh my god.
All right, now this is the email I sent is completely made up, but I wanted to get its thoughts on it generically.
Okay.
So, all right, let's go with the biblical one. So I said, "Hey, Greg, quick question." Oh, it's the same thing. And it said, "Hey, Jimmy, thanks for reaching out. However, I believe that." Oh, come on. I'm not sure which coronation you're referring to. Okay, as there hasn't been one this year, at least not that I'm aware of. In terms of our honor for God as our ultimate leader, my biblical knowledge suggests that we should constantly strive to honor and serve God in all that we do, should strive to live a life that is in alignment with God's will, and be constantly seeking ways to grow in our faith and serve others. So,
I'm That's pretty good.
I mean, it was decent. It didn't relate to the coronation like I was hoping, but that's all right. And it's funny though that it
Yeah.
said, I'm not sure which coronation you're referring to. But that's why it's just drafting responses, you know?
Right. Man. And
It's a
that is
weird phrasing for my biblical knowledge suggests, you know. But
so
it's
actually,
more AI.
yes. Yes. So let's do this really
But
quick.
if you think, what if I had this set up and every time you messaged me, I messaged a draft response back, right? I mean, it could be just all AI
Which
messages.
again, and this is well, and so I thought about this. If you had it set up and I had it set up, but think about how many times that you you and I were discussing this yesterday where we read something and you and I both had a fairly strong reaction to it, and I'm being vague on purpose.
Mhm.
But we both had a fairly strong reaction to it. It's very easy for us as humans to just fire off an email, and especially when you're behind a keyboard and the way the world is right now, people are very sensitive to everything.
Yeah.
And so it's very easy for people to get immediately upset, defensive, whatever it happens to be. But if I had an AI that went with the original draft, it kind of takes it takes the I don't know. Actually, I want to make one change to the Zap, and then I would really like for you to send me um, an email expressing your disappointment, and you can be as you know, and sorry, I hate even saying this because I know that that's not your heart, but would really love for you to just send an email and say, the TPS report that you put together was completely unacceptable and did not meet my expectations. I want to see what it says because if it's yeah, I to me, I'm guessing it's going to naturally de-escalate because like it's not going to throw down. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I'm writing it up right
It's
now.
like I'm on it. So let me.
Do you just want me to like be super mean?
Kind
Not
of. Yes.
okay.
I think you should. Well, so I would say,
I
um,
can't say that.
you. So I think what I would say is be as mean as you can in the context of a business relationship. You know what I mean? Where there are things that if you said in the context of a business relationship, somebody would be like, "Dude, not cool." And then there are things where it's like, okay, maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but it's a fair point. So, the voice of this response should be casual in. Uh, uh, I'm just gonna say, like, I don't know how to say, like, business casual is kind of what I want to say, but um, that's all right. So continue. Uh, just publish now. Before. All right. Ta-da! All right. Feel free to send away, and I will.
What are you laughing at?
Sorry, I was afraid to your email from 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, the girlfriend one. And I this is where I said this was fake because I don't think we really talked about anything the other day.
no, I don't.
Really
Yeah, I
value
was
your
like,
input. Yeah. All right. I
thank
really
you for
value
reaching
your
out to
input on so
me.
many things. What are your thoughts on my
Yeah.
girlfriend, specifically regarding everything we talked about the other day? Dear Jimmy, thank you for reaching out to me. I'm glad to hear you value my input and would be happy to share my thoughts on your girlfriend. However, since you didn't specify what exactly we talked about the other day, could you please provide some more details or clarify your question? That would help me give you a more informed and helpful response. Okay, ChatGPT.
But why didn't it put my
That's
name?
weird.
Why didn't it put my name?
All right.
That's
Well, there's
silly.
obviously, I'm glad that it didn't just make something up. It wasn't like, oh, I love her, or
Like,
oh, she's awful,
like,
right?
like,
You know?
like Bard.
Yeah, right.
Bard would have been like, "Let me tell you a little bit about your girlfriend. First of all, her PhD from Stanford, not legit."
Exactly. That's so funny. All right.
That
Well, let's see
is
the angry
good.
one. See how it did with that.
Yeah, I wanna. What
That
do
was
I
real. That was
have?
rough. I was gonna say some
Oh,
other real mean things, but I didn't.
I
Since you said keep
um.
it somewhat as mean of a business email you could get.
Oh, that's fantastic. I
This is
love
not
this
real life.
message. That was perfect though. I
Like,
mean,
you
I
want to
don't
show
really
it?
get. Oh, I don't have a response yet, but when I
Oh,
do, I absolutely will.
here, I'll read my email to you and you'll read the response. Okay, whenever
All
it
right.
comes through. I did the title because I was going to be way more mean in other ways, but then you changed it and I forgot to change the subject, but that's okay.
The subject is pretty good though.
It is. How
How
dare you?
dare you?
At first I had Greg, if that's your real name, and then I changed it because I don't know, I wanted to make sure it's much more likely of a business email that you'd get from somebody
Oh
upset.
man. Oh my gosh.
I almost
Um,
also put I might as well have thrown my money out the window, but that was even more mean.
so
Okay,
dude,
here we go. All
this
right,
is so good.
I'll read it. You want to scroll
Hey,
up a little bit, and then you'll read your
uh,
response.
yeah. You
All
read
right.
yours.
How dare you? Greg, the TPS report that you and your team put together is completely unacceptable. Everything we talked about
All
went out the window.
caps.
Exactly.
All caps, completely unacceptable.
Uh-huh. Everything we talked about went out the window. I'm paying you and your team to do quality work, and it definitely was not what I expected, what we agreed upon. And you need to refund my money or fix the report by tonight. So disappointed, Jimmy.
And ChatGPT, hey Jimmy, I'm sorry to hear that you're disappointed with the TPS report. We take our work seriously, and it's always our goal to deliver quality work. I understand that you were expecting something different, but I want to assure you that we followed the guidelines we agreed upon. Ooh.
No.
If there's anything specific you'd like us to address, please let me know and we'll work to fix it. Unfortunately, we cannot offer a refund at this moment, but we can certainly work together to resolve this issue. Thanks for your understanding. Best, Greg.
That's pretty good.
That I am, wow.
Yeah.
Blows me away. I'm completely shocked at how effective this is. So,
That's
wow.
awesome.
Wow. ChatGPT, you have outdone yourself. Very well done. Zapier, your integration with ChatGPT, bang on. And honestly, I need to get an affiliate code for these guys because I'm going to tell everyone about this.
Yeah.
Because it really, there's some value here.
Oh, for sure. Especially if you get a lot of emails. Now, I wonder what it'll do with spam, what it'll do with those types of things. You got a bunch of drafts, but hey, we'll figure it out. But we're over 6 minutes over our time.
We are.
We will be back tomorrow, Friday, May 19th, 2:15 Central, 3:15 Eastern. And Greg will be fixing that TPS report tonight. And so I appreciate that.
Or refunding your money,
exactly.
clearly. Maybe ChatGPT will fix it for us.
Maybe.
There we go.
Maybe. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.